Hi there, this is Zsuzsa Kecsmar, CMO and Co-founder of Antavo, and I'm here with Bernd Schmitt, who is professor at the Columbia Business School and also the inventor of the term experiential marketing.
Yeah, good to be here.
I'm glad that you are here. Please tell me more about when was the time when you thought about experiential marketing and how you came up with the term. It's so widely used all over the world now, and we also use it in
I started it in 1999. I wrote a book called Experiential Marketing. In retrospect, I should have called it experience marketing because some people don't know how to spell experiential. So I've got all sorts of comments from around the world like, oh, I really love your experimental marketing, and I always have to correct them. But what it is, of course, it's the idea that marketing should be very, very much concerned about the experiences of customers. And customers can be B2B customers, or they can be, of course, end consumers.
And what do you think? What makes great customer experience?
Well, there are lots of different aspects to a great customer experience. First of all, if you think in terms of touch points, there are always numerous contact or touch points with customers that companies have. There's the product, there's the online presence, there's the mobile platforms, there's social media, there's packaging, there's communications, all sorts of communications. So one aspect is, of course, of a great customer experience is to make sure that each one of those touch points deliver a great experience, so that the product is right, that the communications are right, that the packaging is right, and so on.
And also that it's unified, right? So it's the same.
That was the second point I wanted to get to, that it's unified, right? You have all these individual points. You may be doing a great job on each one of them, but you may not be speaking with the same voice or have a unified experience. And that is actually much more challenging because it requires technologies to bring things together. It requires also an understanding of what the experience overall should be, not just what is great customer service and what is a great ad.
Yeah.
Right? But it's really about this integration.
And if you think of how the organization is built up within a company, especially a larger company, there is the digital team, there is the e-commerce team, there is the one which is working on offline, there is the social media team, and oftentimes they work in their own words, in their own teams. So
Absolutely
it's a management challenge too.
Correct. It's a huge management challenge because many companies they have silos, right? And there are certain phenomena like, no, we didn't do that. It was not invented here. And then, they don't want to collaborate with another team in the organization.
It's always so hard, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's also very, very often outsiders getting involved, right? They're the consultants, they're the agencies. So you also need to communicate what you want as an experience to them. So the integration, even though it's a simple idea, it's very difficult to do from an organizational perspective.
What we often tell to our clients and basically anyone who asks about customer loyalty is that it's important to engage the customer not only when they would buy, but also outside of the buying cycle.
No, absolutely. That's a major finding actually in marketing. It's important to not just get a new customer, but to keep that customer for a lifetime, ideally, because it's much easier to serve a loyal customer. A loyal customer is often less price sensitive, right? A loyal customer, of course, gives you lots of positive word of mouth. That can be face to face, as it was in the old days, and nowadays it's a matter of likes and of just promoting your products and your services. So these are two major things in terms of a great customer experience: to deliver on each one of the touch points and contact points, and to provide the integration and do that from an organizational perspective. But I think there's a third one too. I don't want to lose that idea that you need to be innovative, right? Technology changes all the time, and the world changes all the time. Customer preferences change all the time. So you always need to think of what is the next step? How can I improve the customer experience? How can I upgrade it, make it better? How can I make it more current? How can I always be relevant for customers and their lifestyles?
You know what? I think we are very lucky because we talk with so many companies who are innovative because they are talking with us. So maybe I see a view which is biased because those who we are talking to, they are innovative. And I was wondering, what do you think? What is the source of innovation within companies? Why some companies can innovate and why some others cannot?
Well, it seems to me that every company, after a while, would like to do things the way they are. They are successful. Why change things? Why shake things up? In the beginning, of course, when you're an entrepreneur, you're starting a new business, okay, you experiment all the time. But after a while, you have a lot of organizational structures that prevent people from doing new things, from trying out new things. And also, literally, your own success can become a liability. So the key thing is that you have a leadership team and the CEO or a leader of the company that really always says, look, the fact that we are successful now doesn't mean that we are successful in the future. And that also, produces projects that constantly are about understanding customers, knowing what technology might be on the horizon in order to create a better customer experience. So it's a matter of being constantly on the watch of what's going on the outside with customers and also with competition, frankly. So benchmarking is very, very important. And not only within the industry, because the industry may go away. Sometimes the new technology takes over an old technology and kills entire industries. Think of film rather than digital devices. So it's a matter of also doing what I like to call outside industry benchmarking, right? Getting great ideas from other industries.
Can you tell an example of what makes customer loyalty in a way that what are the campaigns you've seen during your work or during the brands that you follow that are great in providing a great customer experience so they can build customer loyalty?
Well, a great customer experience, as I said, has to do with the different touch points that are done well, and then the integration and also the innovation. There are some companies that everybody thinks of, like Apple, is always coming up. But there are also some other companies that have entirely revamped themselves. Like you have seen this with some luxury companies. I mean, Burberry has done a very nice job.
Yes, they've done it.
Revamping its brand. It was very stodgy, it was very old-fashioned, but they have focused on one particular aspect of their brand, which in this case, actually, it's a fashion business, is a particular pattern. So they made that pattern really in a very innovative way, again, the center of the company.
You can see that all over their competition, that they are trying to get that too.
Yeah, and also they did a great job in integration, as a matter of fact, right? In terms of not just looking, in this case, at the pattern and the design, but also looking at, well, what should our retail presence look like? And also what new technologies can we use through social media? For example, I once bought a Burberry piece 2 or 3 years ago, but I'm still getting constantly really interesting communications from them through social media, where they inform me about the new trends and the new products that they take onto the market. So you can find, frankly speaking, great experiences in lots of businesses. Amazon, in a way, provides a great experience for people that really want it to be convenient and want them to have a lot of knowledge and information about them. So you can have a great experience in fashion, in luxury. You can have it in online retailing. You could call the Amazon business. You can have it, of course, in consumer electronics and smartphones and in computing devices like Apple.
Okay, thank you for all these very smart insights. I really hope that it was useful for you as much as it was useful for me. If you wanted more information on customer experience, experiential marketing, please head over to our blog. And if you wanted, sign up to our newsletter. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.